Sometimes the hardest words to say are the ones we need to say the most. When should we forgive and when should we say enough? It's a tricky question to answer because the line between forgiveness and self-respect can be thinner than we think. Stoicism, a philosophy of life based on virtue, reason, and wisdom, offers us a different lens through which to view the complexities of human relationships. It doesn't encourage unforgiveness, but instead teaches us to respect ourselves and hold on to our personal values. In an ideal world, everyone would be able to forgive easily and move on. But the reality is more complicated. Some actions hurt so deeply that we can't heal without risking further suffering. So setting boundaries is not only a way to protect our mental health, but also a means to protect our inner peace. Stoicism advises us to face these wounds with clarity, not to hesitate to see things as they are, rather than as we wish they were. Let's explore 12 key points to help you be aware and consider before opening up to someone who has hurt you. Number 1. The art of slow transformation. In a world that prizes instant gratification, we often fall into the trap of believing that change happens in an instant, like flipping a switch. This expectation of quick fixes obscures a vital truth. Real, lasting change unfolds gradually, requiring time, patience, and perseverance. True personal development is not a destination but a journey. It's essential to recognize that the path toward transformation is slow and often challenging. This perspective has been echoed throughout history, from ancient Stoic philosophers to modern psychologists, reinforcing the idea that enduring difficulties is a fundamental aspect of growth. Meaningful change demands more than fleeting wishes. It requires commitment and sustained effort. While initial motivation may spark our desire for improvement, true transformation is cultivated through ongoing dedication. Progress often remains invisible in the short term, but it is in this struggle that significant growth occurs. To foster real change, we must make intentional choices and take deliberate actions. This is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes personal agency and responsibility. We have the power to shape our lives through our choices, requiring active participation in our transformation. Aristotle's notion that virtue is a habit further reinforces the idea that character is built over time through consistent actions. Just as we train our bodies, we must also train our minds, recognizing that habits form through repetition. This philosophy aligns seamlessly with Stoicism, emphasizing gradual evolution through daily decisions. Even with the best intentions, the path to change is not without obstacles. The Stoics remind us that adversity is an opportunity for growth. Embracing challenges helps us develop the resilience needed to navigate our transformation journey. Ultimately, we must cultivate a mindset that appreciates the slow and often difficult nature of personal growth. True transformation is not marked by a singular moment, but by the accumulation of experiences and lessons learned over time. Embrace this journey, for it is through the process that we discover the depths of our potential and the essence of who we are meant to be. Number 2. The essence of true transformation. Change is not merely a fleeting desire, it demands a profound and unwavering commitment to improvement, even when the fruits of our efforts are not immediately visible. In a world that often prioritizes instant gratification, the Stoic perspective teaches us that meaningful transformation is a gradual process. It is essential to understand that true change requires more than just wishing for it. It calls for sustained effort and a willingness to confront the complexities of our own nature. At the heart of this understanding lies a critical distinction between desire and commitment. We may wish for a different reality, but without the dedication to put in the hard work necessary to effect that change, our wishes remain just that, dreams unfulfilled. aid. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of aligning our actions with our intentions, reminding us that genuine transformation arises from consistent efforts over time. This perspective encourages us to approach change not as a one-time event, but as an ongoing journey marked by perseverance and resilience. Moreover, we must recognize that progress may not always be immediately visible. Often the path to transformation unfolds in subtle increments, requiring patience and a steadfast belief in the process. It is easy to become disheartened when we do not see immediate results, but Stoicism teaches us to focus on the journey rather than the destination. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, our personal development may require nurturing and time before we can fully appreciate its impact. Consider this: when we decide to allow someone back into our lives after they have caused us pain, we are often tempted by the hope that they have changed. This hope can cloud our judgment and lead us to overlook past behaviors that may indicate a recurring pattern. The Stoic principle of self-awareness becomes crucial here. We must engage in deep self-reflection regarding our decisions and assess whether our hopes are grounded in reality or mere desire. While it is natural to want to grant second chances, we must also critically evaluate the situation and the individual's behavior. Stoicism urges us to approach relationships with rational thought and to consider whether the actions of others align with their words. Allowing someone back into our lives should not be based solely on a wish for things to be different, but rather on a careful examination of their consistent behaviors. To navigate these complex emotional landscapes, we can employ practical strategies rooted in Stoic wisdom. First, we must evaluate behavior rather than promises. Observing someone's actions over time provides us with clearer insights into their character and intentions. Are they consistently demonstrating the change they claim to have undergone? Or are their words merely empty reassurances? Next, we must assess patterns from the past. If someone's previous actions have caused us pain, it is crucial to consider whether those behaviors are likely to resurface. Acknowledging the reality of past experiences allows us to make more informed decisions about who we invite back into our lives. This requires not just a rational analysis, but also an emotional understanding of our own vulnerabilities and the potential impact on our well-being. Lastly, any hope for reconciliation should be firmly rooted in observed changes and a genuine commitment to improvement. Mere desire for a different outcome is insufficient. True transformation requires tangible evidence of growth and a willingness to engage in the difficult work of self-improvement. As we navigate these decisions, we must remember that granting second chances is a serious undertaking, one that demands both wisdom and discernment. Number 3. The art of thoughtful change. Navigating the turbulent waters of change demands a careful and deliberate approach, as emphasized by both Stoicism and modern psychology. Rushing into accepting people back into our lives or making significant alterations without thorough consideration can lead to regret. Thoughtful decision-making is essential for nurturing healthy relationships and fostering personal growth. Carl Jung's profound words resonate here: "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." This quote encapsulates the essence of personal agency, highlighting our power to define our paths through conscious choices. Change is not a passive occurrence, it requires self-awareness and intentional action. Desiring transformation is not enough. True change necessitates active engagement and effort. This aligns closely with Stoic philosophy, which underscores the importance of deliberate actions and the cultivation of virtues. Lasting transformation emerges from a sustained commitment to personal growth rather than from quick fixes or superficial changes. Recognizing that genuine change is often gradual empowers us to make better informed decisions about our relationships. we must reflect on whether individuals have demonstrated a consistent commitment to self-improvement before allowing them back into our lives. This assessment is crucial. It invites us to scrutinize whether someone's words align with their actions. In a world that often glorifies instant gratification, the Stoic perspective teaches us the value of patience and perseverance. True growth is rarely linear. It involves setbacks and learning opportunities. Embracing this reality equips us with resilience, reminding us that the path to meaningful change is paved with intentionality and unwavering commitment to our core values. As we embark on this journey, cultivating an awareness of our internal landscape is vital. Change begins within, requiring us to reflect on our beliefs and motivations. This introspection enhances our understanding of ourselves and informs our interactions with others. The art of thoughtful change calls us to exercise discernment in our relationships. It urges us to be cautious yet open, balancing the desire for connection with the wisdom to protect our emotional well-being. By establishing boundaries that honor our values while remaining receptive to growth, we navigate this delicate balance. Under 4. The power of positive habits. Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, profoundly understood that virtue is not merely a set of ideals, but rather a habit cultivated through consistent practice. This notion underscores the importance of establishing positive habits as the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. To embody virtue, we must actively engage in behaviors that align with our values, shaping our character over time. Habits, as Aristotle suggests, are not formed overnight. They require deliberate effort and a commitment to growth. Each small action we take, whether it is choosing kindness, practicing patience, or embracing gratitude, contributes to the fabric of our character. In essence, the virtues we aspire to embody become ingrained in us through repeated practice, much like honing a craft or mastering a skill. This process of habitual practice is essential in our journey toward self-improvement. By consciously choosing to act in ways that reflect our ideals, we lay the groundwork for a virtuous life. When we act with intention, we foster a sense of agency and purpose that empowers us to navigate the complexities of existence. Over time, these actions transform from deliberate choices into second nature, allowing us to embody our values seamlessly. The significance of developing positive habits extends beyond individual growth. It has the potential to influence our communities and the world around us. As we cultivate virtues within ourselves, we inspire others to do the same. The ripple effect of our actions can create a culture of positivity, resilience, and integrity. By embodying the virtues we wish to see in the world, we contribute to a collective ethos that uplifts and inspires those around us. Moreover, the Stoic tradition aligns harmoniously with Aristotle's emphasis on habit. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can govern our responses to them. By cultivating habits that reflect our Stoic values such as mindfulness, acceptance, and equanimity, we develop resilience in the face of adversity. This alignment between habit and philosophy empowers us to respond to life's challenges with grace and composure. To foster positive habits, we can implement practical strategies in our daily lives. Setting clear intentions, establishing routines, and creating supportive environments can facilitate the development of habits that align with our values. Journaling our progress, seeking accountability from others, and celebrating small victories can further reinforce our commitment to growth. The journey of habit formation is not always linear. It requires patience and self-compassion as we navigate the inevitable ups and downs. 5. The power of external support. In our journey toward personal growth, we often pride ourselves on self-sufficiency and resilience. However, there are moments when even the most determined individuals recognize the value of seeking external support. Whether through a therapist, a mentor, or a supportive community, reaching out for assistance can be a crucial step in our development. The Stoic philosophy, while emphasizing personal responsibility and inner strength, does not advocate for solitary struggle in the face of life's challenges. It acknowledges that the path to wisdom and growth is often enhanced by the insights and guidance of others. Engaging with a therapist, for instance, can provide us with tools to navigate our emotions, thoughts, and behaviors more effectively. The act of sharing our struggles in a safe environment can illuminate aspects of our lives that we might not fully understand on our own. Similarly, mentors play a vital role in our development. They offer perspective based on their experiences, providing guidance that can help us avoid common pitfalls and maximize our potential. A mentor serves not just as a guide, but as a mirror reflecting our strengths and weaknesses, encouraging us to pursue our aspirations with clarity and purpose. In addition to individual support, the importance of community cannot be overstated. Support groups and networks provide a sense of belonging, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. These communities foster an environment of shared experiences and collective wisdom, where individuals can exchange ideas, offer encouragement, and celebrate each other's progress. The collective energy of such groups can be transformative, instilling a sense of hope and motivation that propels us forward. It is essential to recognize that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage. By opening ourselves up to the support of others, we allow for growth that may not be possible in isolation. This willingness to embrace external guidance aligns with the Stoic understanding that while we must ultimately take responsibility for our choices, we do not have to bear the weight of our journey alone. Number 6. Transforming adversity into opportunity. Stoicism teaches us that the obstacles we encounter are not mere hindrances, they are opportunities waiting to be transformed into pathways for growth. Life inevitably presents challenges, yet within each challenge lies the potential for profound strength and resilience. When faced with adversity, it is easy to succumb to frustration and despair. However, the Stoic perspective invites us to shift our mindset. Instead of viewing obstacles as setbacks, we can see them as catalysts for change. Each difficulty presents a chance to refine our character, develop our skills, and cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This transformative approach requires us to confront our fears and insecurities. By embracing the discomfort that comes with adversity, we position ourselves to emerge stronger and wiser. It is through facing challenges that we learn about our capacities for resilience and growth. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca exemplify this mindset. Marcus emphasizes that impediments can be turned into the means to achieve our goals, while Seneca suggests that our trials cultivate virtues such as courage and perseverance. These obstacles serve as mirrors, reflecting our strengths and weaknesses, allowing us to identify areas for improvement. To embody this principle, we must actively seek opportunities within our challenges, re-evaluating our goals and redefining our understanding of success. Gratitude enhances our ability to see opportunities amidst adversity. By appreciating the lessons embedded in our challenges, we shift our focus from what we lack to the growth that emerges from our struggles. Number 7. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not merely a verbal expression of "I'm sorry." It entails a deeper understanding of what has transpired and an awareness of the impact our actions have on others. This nuanced perspective on forgiveness is vital for true emotional healing and personal growth. At its core, forgiveness demands sincerity and an authentic recognition of the suffering inflicted upon another. It is not an external act, but rather an inner transformation that requires us to confront our own shortcomings and the pain we have caused. This recognition of the emotional distress we have triggered is essential. To genuinely forgive, we must delve into the depths of the hurt we have caused, reflecting on how our actions have affected others' feelings, psyche, and even their lives. Self-reflection plays a crucial role in this process. The person seeking forgiveness must scrutinize their actions, acknowledging mistakes and personal weaknesses. This awareness fosters a sense of responsibility, allowing individuals to understand the broader implications of their behavior. It is through this lens of introspection that we can begin to grasp the true essence of forgiveness. Moreover, ensuring that harmful actions do not recur is paramount. Those who seek to forgive must take concrete steps to alter their behavior. This process requires a commitment to learning from past mistakes and striving for positive growth in the future. Forgiveness is not a fleeting moment, it is an ongoing commitment to improvement and change. In some cases, seeking support from others, be it a therapist or trusted friends, can provide invaluable insights into how to modify behavior and restore relationships. The journey toward forgiveness is often complex and requires a robust support system to guide us through the challenges. Incorporating Stoic philosophy into the practice of forgiveness further enhances its significance. Stoicism teaches us the importance of virtue and self-control, encouraging us to take responsibility for our actions. By embracing forgiveness as a Stoic principle, we recognize that it aligns with our pursuit of a life led by reason and moral integrity. Number 8. The intellect of forgiveness. Forgiveness is often seen as a simple act of letting go, but its essence is much deeper than just uttering the words "I'm sorry." It requires a profound understanding of our actions and the impact they have on others. To truly forgive, one must delve into the intricate layers of their own behavior and the pain it may have caused. At the core of forgiveness lies the necessity of awareness. It is essential for the person seeking to forgive to grasp how their actions have inflicted harm or suffering on another. This understanding is not merely about recognizing a mistake, it opens the door to personal growth and transformation. By acknowledging the hurt we have caused, we cultivate a sense of responsibility that empowers us to change our behavior moving forward. Moreover, forgiveness demands an authentic engagement with the pain inflicted on others. It is not enough to simply understand, one must feel the weight of the suffering they have caused. This emotional resonance requires empathy, allowing us to view the situation from the perspective of the injured party. Such empathy is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our humanity, connecting us to the shared experiences of others. 8. To genuinely embrace forgiveness, one must also take tangible steps to ensure that past mistakes are not repeated. This commitment is vital not only for rebuilding trust, but also for demonstrating sincerity. Taking action to rectify our wrongs is an essential part of the healing process, both for ourselves and for those we have harmed. It underscores the importance of being accountable for our actions and fosters a culture of mutual respect and understanding. Philosophically, forgiveness embodies the value of self-awareness. It is not an impulsive reaction, but rather a deliberate decision grounded in an understanding of ourselves and the ramifications of our actions on others. This aspect of emotional intelligence highlights the interplay between recognizing and managing our feelings, which ultimately shapes our relationships and interactions. Stoicism reinforces the notion that forgiveness should be viewed as a rational choice rather than merely an emotional response. This philosophical framework encourages individuals to act based on reason rather than fleeting feelings, leading to a more stable and harmonious existence. Stoics teach us that forgiveness can be an empowering act, one that liberates us from the chains of resentment and fosters a sense of inner peace. Psychologically, the insights of Carl Jung emphasize the importance of integrating our shadow selves, those darker aspects of our personality that we often wish to ignore. Forgiveness serves not only to release others from the burden of their past, but also to alleviate the emotional weight of grudges we carry. In this sense, forgiveness becomes a healing journey, one that benefits both the forgiver and the forgiven. Number 9. The power of letting go. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as a mere act of condoning the actions of others. In reality, it is a conscious decision to release the bitterness and anger that can weigh heavily on our hearts. This act of liberation is not about excusing hurtful behaviors, but about freeing ourselves from the burdens of negative emotions. When we choose to forgive, we embrace the possibility of peace over pain, transforming our internal landscape and allowing healing to take root. The choice for peace is not passive, it is an active step toward reclaiming our emotional well-being. By consciously deciding to let go of resentment, we empower ourselves to move beyond the hurt. This shift in perspective aligns beautifully with Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes the importance of focusing on what lies within our control. Our thoughts and reactions are our domain, while external circumstances and the actions of others fall outside our influence. By choosing forgiveness, we take charge of our emotional state, turning the tide from victimhood to empowerment. Forgiveness is an act of strength, not weakness. It demonstrates emotional maturity and a capacity for empathy that are essential for personal growth. In the process of forgiving, we acknowledge our shared humanity and the imperfections that come with it. We open ourselves to understanding rather than being consumed by anger. This act is empowering. It gives us back our emotional energy, allowing us to redirect our focus toward what truly matters in our lives. It is crucial to distinguish between forgiveness and reconciliation. Forgiving someone does not necessarily mean allowing them back into our lives. While forgiveness is a personal journey toward healing, reconciliation requires a different set of considerations. It hinges on the other person's willingness to change and their genuine remorse for their actions. We can choose to forgive for our own peace of mind while maintaining healthy boundaries. This understanding helps us navigate complex relationships and protects our emotional health. Number 10. The power of forgiveness and reconciliation. In the intricate landscape of human relationships, the concepts of forgiveness and reconciliation are often conflated, yet they serve distinct purposes. Understanding this distinction is crucial for navigating the complexities of interpersonal dynamics and healing emotional wounds. Forgiveness is a deeply personal act, primarily concerning the emotional state of the individual who has been wronged. It involves a journey of healing the inner self, allowing one to release the anger and bitterness that can fester after being hurt. This process is not contingent upon the actions or attitudes of the offender, rather, it requires the willingness of the harmed party to acknowledge their feelings and choose to move forward. The significance of forgiveness lies in its transformative power. By forgiving, individuals can liberate themselves from the shackles of negative emotions that weigh them down. This act of release fosters a sense of freedom, enabling one to lead a life less burdened by past grievances. Importantly, forgiveness does not imply that the harm done is excusable. It is an acknowledgement of pain and a decision to reclaim one's peace of mind. In contrast, reconciliation goes beyond the personal realm of forgiveness and enters the complex domain of relationships. It is not merely about forgiving, but rather involves a careful evaluation of whether it is wise and healthy to rebuild the connection with the other party. This requires an assessment of changes on both sides, considering whether the offending party is genuinely committed to addressing their wrongs and whether both individuals are prepared to cultivate a more positive relationship moving forward. When contemplating reconciliation, several critical questions arise. First, is it possible to rebuild the bridge that was once there? This necessitates an honest evaluation of whether trust can be restored. It requires an understanding of whether the one who caused the hurt can truly grasp the pain they inflicted. The ability to empathize is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Moreover, it is essential to establish what conditions might be necessary for rebuilding the relationship. These conditions could include a mutual understanding, respect for each other's feelings, and a shared commitment to improving the relationship in the future. Without these foundational elements, reconciliation risks becoming a mere facade, masking unresolved issues that could lead to further harm.
Number 11. Embracing the shadows in relationships. Stoicism teaches us that certain issues in relationships, particularly harmful behaviors, do not simply fade away, they linger, influencing our interactions and emotions. Acknowledging these persistent problems requires a proactive approach instead of passive acceptance. To cultivate healthy relationships, we must confront these chronic issues directly. Avoiding them only allows them to grow, damaging our connections further. Recognizing that these challenges may resurface empowers us to set appropriate boundaries. Seneca wisely advises us to surround ourselves with those who uplift us, encouraging us to reassess our social circles. Prioritizing relationships that nurture growth helps us avoid cycles of pain and dissatisfaction. Understanding patterns of behavior in our relationships is crucial. By examining past interactions, we can identify recurring themes and root causes, allowing us to take action before issues escalate. This awareness enhances our emotional intelligence and equips us to navigate complex dynamics. Stoicism also emphasizes the need to protect our emotional well-being. Sometimes this means making difficult decisions, including distancing ourselves from those who consistently cause distress. Balancing compassion for others with a commitment to our mental health is essential. Stoicism provides a framework for addressing chronic issues in relationships. By confronting challenges, reassessing our connections, recognizing behavioral patterns, and safeguarding our emotional health, we foster fulfilling relationships. Embracing these shadows not only enhances our interactions but also promotes personal growth and resilience.
Number 12. The power of no. In a world that pressures us to please others, saying no becomes a profound act of empowerment rather than rebellion. This perspective reframes the common misconception that declining requests is negative, revealing it as essential for maintaining personal boundaries. Saying no is a declaration of self-respect. It honors our needs, emotions, and well-being, reminding us that we have the right to protect our personal space. This practice is not selfish, it is foundational for healthy relationships. Moreover, saying no preserves our inner peace and mental health. Overextending ourselves or agreeing to things that conflict with our values jeopardizes our emotional stability. By protecting our time and energy, we create room for what genuinely enriches our lives. Stoicism offers invaluable guidance in this realm. It teaches the importance of self-governance and recognizing our limits. Philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasize self-control and adherence to our principles. Seneca reminds us that true liberation comes not from changing external circumstances but from transforming ourselves. By asserting our boundaries, we reclaim our agency. Practically recognizing our personal limits is crucial for prioritizing our mental health. Introspection helps identify draining situations or conflicting values. Developing assertiveness enhances our ability to communicate clearly and respectfully, fostering healthier relationships. Emotional awareness also plays a key role. Understanding that saying no is a protective measure allows us to navigate social dynamics with empathy. By embracing our emotional landscape, we can foster interactions that respect both our needs and those of others. When it comes to the topic of not everyone deserves a second chance, it's important to understand that not every mistake is forgivable, and not everyone deserves unconditional forgiveness. In Stoic philosophy, being selective about who we allow into our lives is a conscious and wise act. People who cause harm, betray trust, or abuse others emotionally are not worth another chance, as this only gives them the opportunity to hurt us again. Stoicism teaches us to respect ourselves and protect our own inner peace. We don't have to take care of everyone or give forgiveness as an unconditional gift. Sometimes it's best to distance ourselves and focus on ourselves. Invest in people who bring positive value to your life, and eliminate toxic relationships. Finally, remember that no one can force you to give more opportunities to those who do not deserve it. Be sober, be steadfast, and build a quality life based on your true values. If you find this topic interesting and want to learn more about Stoic philosophy, please follow and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss other useful content.